game resumed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Novawar.
And MaximusBlack.
And we're bringing you another... Wow, I messed that up. We're bringing you another normal game sent in by the fans to www.lag.tv, lag.tv. Go join the community. We're almost 11,000 strong. It's a great place to hang out, use the forums, meet other Lag Nation members. I promise you, you will have a good time. Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yep.
Hit me up with the sound of waking up in the middle of the night to take a piss and then running your shin off the end of, like, the bedpost.
Oh, man, I don't really want to get up. It's fucking freezing. Fine. Fuck!
I like that channeled Peter Griffin at the
like
end
that?
there. That was good. That was a good addition to that. Absolutely. Up here in the top right-hand side, I can't remember the name of this map.
This is
Neoplanet S or whatever?
Neoplanet S.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Just needed the first one. Neopets. We should call it Neopets.
There you go. There it is.
Neopets. We have the Red Zerg Shin. Down here in the bottom left, we have a person apparently in a clan called PvPKng. Xormentor.
Ooh.
Xormentor.
I am Xormentor.
Zorm this summer. It's so bad. One man, one desire. To choose the worst name in Starcraft.
Zormentor.
Xormentor. So, the one thing that I really like about this map and the distinguishing feature of it is the total and utter lack of vision towers. Not a single tower to be found here.
Nope.
And I like it. You know why? Because it forces people to be even more aware of their scouting. It forces a Protoss specifically to actually build some damn observers.
Well,
and when I say that, I mean lower level Protoss players.
The last game that we casted was a GM
Blind,
game,
and it was a blind run.
And they actually put a hatch. Was it a hatchery at the gold?
Yes.
No, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was hatchery at the gold, and it was down here, the bottom left gold one.
Yeah. Some shit happened, but it was a crazy game.
Yeah.
And it's because scouting didn't happen, so you really have to scout in this game. And Xormentor has a pylon top left. I don't know if he's planning on doing a Stargate over here, or he's gonna try and hide DT tech. Or he's just actually putting a proxy pylon over here right now. He is on one base, but he's throwing me off with the 2 gas. He accidentally misclicked on that second assimilator, so he's got 3. Oh, there we go. So yes, Stargate it is. Very interesting. And you know what? The Zerg Shin is not going to scout that out.
He's going to come awfully close with his Overlord.
Yeah, but he's actually going to sit right there.
Yeah,
where
he's going to stop it.
Yeah, so that way he'll see if there's any proxies going to be coming up. That Overlord should stop right around here.
Right
there. It is.
Yep.
But the thing is with the Zerg, he's at the natural of Xormentor, and he noticed that there's no expand. So he's got to be expecting something. A Protoss on one base only has so many options. One being a 4-gate, one is the Stargate, or 2 would be maybe some sort of DT play. That's the only thing I can think of that would be really viable against a Zerg if you're going to be on one base of Protoss. So this Zerg's got to be thinking, okay, he's on one base. I see 2 gates here.
Is that Overlord really going to... Oh, it was almost outside the range of that stalker that was blocked in by the 2 bobs there. I thought he was going to get in and see even more.
Yeah,
but he did see quite a bit. He saw pretty much everything he needs to see.
Well, he saw 3 gates, I think, in total. Let me see his vision.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
3.
He saw 3 gates. He didn't see the 4th.
No.
But you know what? At this point as a Zerg, at least if I was playing, I would assume a 4-gate. When you're on one base, you're not really going to see a 3-gate robo. That's not really effective. I would assume a 4-gate. And, of course, the 4th gate is going down, but he also is getting some oracles up at the top. So it's going to be possibly a 2-prong attack. It's going to be some oracles hitting the main, and then there's going to be a warp cycle down at the natural. This actually might work because Shin just saying, I don't give a motherfuck, YOLO, 420, hashtag, screw you Protoss, I'm OP, and hashtag. He hasn't even gotten any spine crawlers, nothing. It's like, now he's just getting a few lings. Like, what does he think is going to happen with this one base Protoss? What is his plan here?
His plan is to put on spine crawlers now. And then try and come up with a way of stopping the absolute death and destruction of a combined, like, 20 kills off of these 2 oracles. Soon to be much, much worse. He's got nothing to handle this. He's got 2 spore crawlers being built right now. He's running the drones off the line, trying to keep stuff as alive as he possibly can. The rest of the attacking forces of the Protoss player are obviously going to get deflected here. He's got another warp gate, though, or forward pylon, sorry, warping in more zealots, and so he's going to be careful with these queens are out, and he's going to be careful with where the drones are, too. Oh, this Protoss is picking apart the Zerg pretty handily right now.
That was actually a freaking beautiful time warp.
Yeah.
I mean, that was glorious.
Take note of that.
I don't even know if that was purposely placed there, but this is Masters, so I can assume it was.
Say yes.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yes.
That stopped those 4 zealots from getting owned. That was glorious. I loved it.
Yeah, well, they're going to get owned now as he runs back in, and there is a maybe not so sexy use of the time warp. However, yeah, a lot of people I feel like use the time warp, thinking that it somehow also slows the attacking speed of units. I feel like you ever see like lower level Protosses, they just put it over top of an army. That's beautiful, right there.
That was a good one. He's going to pick off a couple more of these drones with that.
But you see that a lot. You just see a battle happen, and you're like, oh, I've got this mothership core, I've got some energy, time warp.
The thing with that one was, it was a good place one to get off a couple of drones, but you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Was it really worth it? Because
now you don't have it anymore.
He needed to hold, not only that for, I don't think at this point another time warp, the one that he put down was clutch. I think time warp is sort of a thing that you're going to use while you're attacking. It's just like another type of force field, except that it slows down the unit opposed to trapping them, which in some cases it kind of does trap them to where you want them to be. But he should have waited to use not only that, but maybe have just saved the energy for a recall, because now he's being overran. He's going to lose everything except for this one Void Ray because there's nothing there that can attack it. So that was a bit of a mistake. He is warping in Stalkers now, but he's on one base. He is now producing Void Rays, which is what he wants to do, but the Hydralisk Den is now finished. There is still 2 Queens out on the field, and we have no Hydras in production yet, but I'm sure we're going to see them very shortly. This is going to boil down. He needs to go all in at this point. If he were to expand, I feel like he's just going to be behind. So I do like the fact that he is continuously pushing here, but he really needs to watch it, because here comes the counterattack from Shin. I'm not 100% sure I agree with this counterattack. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure I like it. I feel like if he just played his cards right and stayed at his base, he might actually be able to hold this if he were just get a couple of Hydras out. But maybe he is running that because he doesn't have enough gas to build Hydras.
No, and I think that's probably part of it. I feel like he also just is looking to relieve the pressure. Maybe get the Protoss just to go the hell home for like 2 seconds, because. But I do agree with you, because Xormentor has almost overextended himself there. You know what I mean? Like he just started throwing units to the fire. The Void Rays weren't in big enough numbers to deal with the Roaches. The Roaches were holding back the Zealot Stalker composition. And now with that counterattack by the Zerg, we're going to see Xormentor go in with this relatively decent army here of a couple of Void Rays behind quite a wall of Stalkers. And back down here, is this going to be a base race now?
Yeah, it's most certainly going to be a base race, and it's going to be a base race that I think Xormentor is going to win. Eventually, he could just take down these Void Rays, which is what I would be doing immediately. He's got 3 of them out on the field. If he were to just take the Void Rays down right now, there's nothing down in his main that can stop them. He still has the Stargate and stuff up top. Does he have a probe out? No, he doesn't. He has enough minerals to build another Nexus, but there is 1 probe on the field. I don't know where it's at.
I can tell you where it's at. It's at the bottom of his main. Hiding.
Interesting. Okay. This is going to be a close game.
He is just outside of the range of these of these roaches. He can't quite see it, so he is capable. He could be very capable of keeping himself going here. Not enough number of Nexus, like you said, but
this is
enough
going to
to keep him
boil
going.
down to who's going to kill whose structures first.
Yep. Well, like we said, that probe could be the saving factor. With 300 minerals, the Zerd can no longer actually build anything. Not even enough for an extractor.
Oh, why did he? Oh, no! That probe. He needs to save that probe. That probe. What is that probe doing? Is it still alive? Are you seeing this probe right now?
What the
down
fuck?
In his main?
What are you doing, probe?
What are you gonna probe? Oh
Probe,
my
you're
God!
drunk.
What?
Go home.
Jeez!
No!
Oh no!
Xormentor, and now he found the pylons.
No, but the spawning pool goes down,
Oh.
and Xormentor
wins.
still wins the game.
Holy crap!
That probe was giving me a small heart attack because it was literally bum screwing all those roaches. I don't know why I said screwing. It was bum fucking those roaches, pretty much. I don't censor myself here. Whatever.
Oh, it's just poor life choice there, and he got awfully close to being shut down. Those two, he had some health on that pylon, and that other one was going to go down in 2 seconds. One more volley from those roaches. Okay, so. Hey, well, good game.
It was a pretty good game.
Pretty good
I mean,
game.
I feel like those Void
pretty
Rays
good game.
didn't need to be at Shin's main the whole time. It could have been down at his main, or at least protecting that Stargate, so those Lings would have never killed it. But it still worked out for him. It just could have turned bad if that probe was discovered while he was destroying the main. Because if that probe was killed, obviously he would have died before
Yes.
Shin died. But hey, you know what? Xormentor wins.
Xormentor wins.
Better than last game.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey.
It's Masters.
It's Masters. You would hope. You would hope. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Novawar.
And MaximusBlack.
We'll see you soon.
Peace.